Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
There is never a bad time for some good friends.
Dude, I'm in the bathroom. Get out of here.
This is the Ace and Friends radio show.
Fun, funny, and fast. It's Ace and Friends. Everybody, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. In Olympics having any impact on your viewing, Riggins?
Yeah,
are you keeping
I
up with the
like
Olympics? Okay.
It's good. I'm not watching a ton of it.
Yeah.
But I like that it's going on and I like checking it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to watch as much as I wanted to. I watched some swimming yesterday in the afternoon, which is pretty cool. It's been kind of busy. I didn't see anything last night.
What are you so busy with?
What? I got a baby. I got another job. Got a thriving OnlyFans page got to get to.
Yeah.
Trying to make it work. So who is the guy that has said he's a French swimmer who said he's going to start an OnlyFans?
I got to check. I just saw the quote and it was like, I've got something people want and I'm going to share it.
Okay.
He's an Olympian, but he's talking about starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Once the Olympics is over, he decides he's going to start an OnlyFans because obviously he's in very good shape and the world wants to see him, so put himself out there on display.
Exactly.
If you were in that scenario, in a position such as that, to know that, hey, I would have a substantial audience were I to do an OnlyFans page that could be fairly profitable. Is it something you would do?
I don't think so. Then again, I'm not good looking like these people are. So I don't know, that might affect my mental state about it, but I would hope to get regular endorsements like other Olympians do.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think you make...
If somebody said, hey, we've done the research, and if you were to start an OnlyFans page, you're going to make $20,000 a month doing OnlyFans. Probably have to work 5-6 hours a day, 5 days a week, setting it all up. What do you think? How's that sound?
It sounds awesome.
20 grand a month. Would you do it?
No.
Take me, Rob.
What's up?
For $20,000 a month, they've done the research, and OnlyFans says, hey, we think you can make about 20 grand a month on OnlyFans. Would you do it?
Ooh, I wish I could say yes, but with my mom still being alive,
Yeah.
no, I can't do
Well,
that.
both my parents are dead, so I'm in.
Exactly. Like,
Woo-woo.
no, I get
Shout
it.
out my dead parents.
There you go, baby. That's it.
That's my deciding factor, 100%.
Yeah, I would know it's not right, but boy, it'd be hard to turn down $20,000 a month. You know what I mean?
This guy, he's a British diver, Jack Laughter. He's
Yeah.
29. He said, obviously, I've got what people want. I'll happily cash in on that. I'm a bit of a hustler, and I want a bit more money if I can.
Well, you know what I don't have, what I've never had? The confidence to go say anything along the lines of, obviously, I've got something people want right here.
Wow.
He's
Obviously,
French, right?
Yeah.
English. I thought you said English.
British.
British, yeah.
Oh,
British.
okay. If he was French, I was going to say something mean, but he's British, so I like him.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
He writes the questions. He knows the answers. There is only one right answer. And that is whatever answer Riggins believes to be true in this scenario. So the game is called One Right Answer. Riggins, what are the questions?
Is Jurassic Park one of the greatest movies of all time?
No.
Yes.
No.
Ace, you're incorrect. It is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Movies of all time.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
You are incorrect on that one.
All right.
Rob, you are correct. Will Techie Rob and his girlfriend get married within the next 2 years?
Ooh,
There's only one right answer.
Within the next 2 years, I say no.
I also say no.
Because we all know that it is contingent upon getting rid of one of those dogs, and I think that ship has sailed, and they're not going to get rid of one of those dogs.
I would say that is correct in my eyes.
Rob,
Yes.
do you believe within the next 2 years, are you and Meredith more likely to get married or break up?
At this point, break up.
What do you mean at this point?
Like with the dog situation at a continuous stall.
Do you think at some point she will say, hey, we've been together, because you're coming up on 10 years, and you still refuse to get married because of this other dog? If you are going to hold to that, I'm going to have to move on in my life.
Okay.
And you would let the relationship end?
Yeah. The dog's got to go if we're continuing with our future. I'm not backing down.
Now, you realize that means you'd have to move because it's her house, right?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
fine.
Well,
You know, when I was asking that question, like about halfway through, I thought, do you really want to ask this question?
do you want the answer?
But
Is the real
knew the
question.
answer. I was already kind of out there at that point. I was like, oh, well. Okay. I always appreciate Rob's honesty.
Yeah.
And the fact that, Rob stands, he's never sugarcoated anything when it comes to that.
No.
I never will.
And okay. Well, let's everybody take a deep breath. There's a lady who's got some advice to guys when you're doing things with the family. And I think she's forgotten one thing. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
A lot of people feel when they have TikTok, it's an opportunity to be a spokesperson. Here's a lady who feels as if she's a spokesperson for the family, for the ladies in a relationship. And she has a message that all men need to hear.
If she's planned a fun family outing and you're miserable the whole time and it's now giving her anxiety and she's overcompensating, trying to make you happy at the family outing, which is now taking away from her enjoying her kids having fun, you're a bad partner. Do better.
Okay. If you are a guy, she has planned a fun family outing and you go out and are miserable the entire time, and that takes away from everyone's enjoyment and her enjoyment with her kids, you're a bad partner. Do better is what she's saying.
It's true.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I'll give her that. However, there are times that there are things that are important to the man in the relationship, and the woman makes it clear that she is not happy to be there and be involved, and it will just drain you of any enjoyment in the scenario.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but
It's the
I think it
exact same
happens. I
thing.
think it happens way more guys putting on the pouty face than women.
I tend to disagree. I disagree with that. Well, I think, typically women plan more of the family outings. So I guess this scenario probably does happen a little bit more. But you do have to realize it's a family thing. If you have kids, for the kids to enjoy it, you don't want to be that person and ruin the whole thing. That's part of the gig. That's part of what you do. You put the wife and the kids in front of your own enjoyment. You're there. Might as well not ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's going to lead to a fight in front of the kids.
Yep. Yeah, and it's not the right attitude to have. And I've been guilty of being like a sourpuss on those things, but then I realized it wasn't me at all. It was her. I was reacting. I was reacting to her negativity.
Clearly, she's to blame.
So your scenario, it's a little different. It was her fault.
100%.
Yeah, but in my case, it's just me being a jerk. Because I don't want to be there.
You said it, I did.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
We have possibly one of the best editions of the good news that we've ever had. Because sometimes you look at these stories and go, is that really, it's nice, but is that really good news? Well, here's some good news. A bus driver in New York named Peter Warner is being praised after saving a toddler he saw walking down the middle of the street last month. The kid managed to sneak away while his dad was sleeping and his mom was at work. A toddler in a diaper carrying an iPad in the middle of the road. When Peter jumped out, scooped him up, and called 911, it turned out the kid was 4 blocks from home. Peter's mom gave him a big hug. He says they're all Facebook friends now and everything's okay.
Wow.
4 blocks.
With the iPad.
Diaper and an iPad. And an 18-year-old in Canada saved 16 hikers and campers from a wildfire last week. Her name is Colleen Knoll, and she was working at a summer job at a resort. She also happens to be a volunteer firefighter. So she knew the area well, had mapped out the area, was able to go find the people, and using a 4-hour hike in the middle of the night, she was able to guide them out of a fire.
That's incredible.
That's pretty awesome. She is 18 years old. It saved 16 people's lives.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And one more fun story. A guy in the UK named Johnny Clothier graduated from Bristol University 41 years ago, but he never got his diploma because his roommate's parrot wrecked their dorm. Johnny moved out and never made his last rent payment of about $100. So he never got his diploma, even though he graduated. 4 decades later, the school decided, we're going to waive that $100.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it also turned out he did get his diploma alongside his son, who graduated from the school on the same day.
Do you want your college roommate to have a parrot? That's going to drive the ladies away.
Yeah.
You want to come over and my parrot that's ruining everything in my apartment?
Yeah.
No thanks. No woman is interested in that.
Yeah, no woman's really into
the destructive bird that's causing havoc.
It's allowed to fly freely around the room at all times.
A grip.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
So the Olympics are happening right now, and everybody's looking for the gold medal, the silver medal, the bronze medal. So let's do some we call them medal-worthy rankings. We're going to take some very popular things and see which would get the gold, the silver, the bronze, or be shut out altogether next.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Ace and Friends.
The ratings for the Olympics are huge. Sunday, across all platforms, NBC, Universal, I don't know what else is on CNBC. I don't know if everybody's broadcast or not. Peacock. They did 41.5 million people.
That's awesome.
Viewing product. That's great. I'm glad to see it. But that only made me think we need to be doing some Olympic stuff. Maybe more people will listen to this show. Thus, medal-worthy rankings. I'm not saying these are the best, but there are 4 possibilities for each category. Now we have to rank them: gold, silver, bronze, and one will be left out. For example, best fast food chain.
Ooh.
Best fast food chain. Here are your 4.
Okay.
McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's. Who gets the gold, Riggins?
Chick-fil-A.
Rob?
Taco Bell.
I knew you'd say Taco Bell. I am going to go... I'm tempted to go gold on Wendy's on that. I love Wendy's. But I think I would go Chick-fil-A. I think
so.
Okay, silver?
McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Rob, silver?
Wendy's.
I would give Taco Bell the silver, and I'm going to give Wendy's the bronze. Who do you give the bronze to?
I'm giving the bronze to Taco Bell, and I'm leaving Wendy's
You're leaving
completely
Wendy's out. Yep. Rob, which one are you doing?
I forgot which ones are left. Chick-fil-A,
You would be left with Chick-fil-A and McDonald's.
I'm gonna go McDonald's.
Oh, and you leave Chick-fil-A out?
I'm not the biggest fan of Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
It's God's chicken, right?
Them waffle fries are not good to me.
Okay. For example, favorite sandwiches.
Ooh.
BLT, grilled cheese, club sandwich, turkey sandwich. Take D-Rob. Who gets the gold for you?
It's tough between a club and a grilled cheese, but I'm gonna go club.
All right, who gets the silver then?
Grilled cheese.
Who gets the bronze?
Not the BLT. I don't remember what the other one was, but I do.
So
not
you
like
get you take a turkey sandwich and leave the BLT out.
Yep.
BLT does not make the podium. All right, Riggins. BLT, grilled cheese, club sandwich, turkey sandwich. Who gets the gold?
Club sandwich.
Silver.
Turkey sandwich.
Bronze.
BLT.
Yes.
Grilled cheese can kick rocks. I like it.
I love a grilled cheese, but come on.
Not in the top
I had
three.
a grilled cheese for dinner last night.
Club sandwich, I probably would go club sandwich gold, BLT silver, turkey sandwich bronze.
Yeah.
They're all very close together.
Yes, because the club sandwich is like a combination of the turkey and the BLT.
Yeah.
So I just think it's the best of both worlds.
It's not that I don't like a grilled cheese,
Yeah.
but I'm not really, that's, against those.
I wouldn't even put it in my top 5 sandwiches. Maybe not even top 10. And I like a grilled cheese.
Yeah, I do too. I like a grilled cheese.
What about like you do a grilled cheese, open it up, then put a club sandwich inside of it? Come on now.
It's like Inception. Layers.
I have no idea. Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrich.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
This is Ace and Friends.
Anytime you're around something, you might think you know all about it. Then you find out you really don't.
That's me.
Like, you think you're well educated on something and you're like, oh no.
All the time.
A British woman has learned something from her boyfriend, and she is convinced that no one else knows this tidbit of information.
I just found something out that my boyfriend says everyone knows, so I'm here to prove that they did not, because I am shook. I had no idea this was a thing. So in golf, I thought the golf course just stays the same, and my partner had a club championships yesterday, and he said that they made the course really hard. I was like, how can they make a course hard that you play every week? And he was like, they move the holes. They move the holes. They go out every morning, dig a new hole, refill the old hole, and put it somewhere else on the green, so that if they put it on a slope, then it's harder. I did not know that. Did anyone else know that?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, it's very true. Yeah.
Okay, then maybe she's onto something. I assumed everybody knew that.
I can easily see how people who don't know anything about golf would not know that.
Yeah, I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah.
Really?
It makes sense, though. I just never thought about it.
Yeah, they moved the hole.
Because when you think about it, what do you mean? They it's not like in a baseball game, they don't rearrange the bases every day.
No, they don't.
If you play a baseball game on Thursday, when you come back on Friday, the bases are all still in the same place.
You know what? They should, though.
Yeah, you know
the
how
game more interesting.
I would watch baseball.
Yeah.
Second base is now in left field, and like third base is.
I would watch baseball.
But,
yeah.
So, for example, if you don't play golf or follow golf, you can probably see golf all the time. But if you don't play golf, you don't know. Oh, wait a minute! They move the hole every day. Every morning they move it to a different location.
I've seen videos where they fill in the hole, and I never put the
So that's
two together.
Yeah, that's why, Rob, you play the same golf course. You know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at a professional golf tournament. You play the same golf course 4 times, but it's different every single day because the whole location changes everything about how you approach the shot.
Well, today I learned.
Exactly.
TIL.
Yeah, I would love to know how many other people just learned that piece of information.
I really hope it's a larger number than I'm expecting it to be.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
Prepare yourself for what you're about to hear because kids, teenagers, can be very mean. But this is one of the worst things I have ever heard happen to someone.
Put a finger down if when you were 16, a boy that you were talking to invited you over to his house and you were like, yeah, of course I'm going to come over. And so you get ready and you go over to his house and you show up and his mom's sitting on the front porch and you walk up and you're like, hey, is blah, blah, blah inside? And she's like, yeah, he's sitting in the truck that you just passed. She's sitting out there with a couple of her friends. And so you turn around and you see him and 4 other guys that you go to school with sitting in his truck and you're like, oh, I guess like he invited me over to go do something. We're all gonna leave and go together. So you walk up to the truck and you try to open the door and they just sit there and laugh at you and you can't get into the door and you're like, this is funny. And then you like try again and then they still won't let you in the truck. And so then his mom starts laughing and her friends start laughing and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, this is like going on a little too long. And then they're like still not opening the door. So you realize that they just invited you over to humiliate you. So you got in the car and left.
That's awful.
And
Who
how
would do
about
that?
And how about the fact that the mom and a couple of friends are sitting on the front porch? Clearly, they know what's about to happen because she directs her back to the truck, and they're laughing.
What in the world?
So it's bad enough that the 16-year-old boys are laughing at her. They're horrible human beings, but they're 16. Sometimes when you're 16, you know, your brain's not fully formed. You don't think. It's still not an excuse, but okay. But an adult, a 16-year-old's mom, who's got to be at least 30, is sitting there watching this all transpire and laughing at the girl also.
It's just heartbreaking and awful and makes you hate that woman.
And I hate everybody in that except for this woman.
I 100% blame the mom because clearly she didn't raise that kid right either.
She's a horrible person. You can already judge her. You can throw a blanket over that lady right away. She's a horrible person. And I wonder whatever happened to, like, did that guy ever think, man, what a terrible thing I did?
I hope so.
I hope it
so
haunts
too.
him to this day.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's just terrible. It makes your heart hurt for her.
Yeah.
I hope
Can you?
he's got-
Because I can picture her standing in the yard. Oh, you gonna open the truck door? Oh, you're just gonna sit there and laugh at me. Oh, and your mom is laughing at me with her friends. Then she has to walk back and get in her car and drive away.
I hope he's in jail right now for some reason.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
This is going to sound weird because we're a radio show. We're not going to be able to play this audio from a TikTok for you. We're going to have to describe it. Riggins found this TikTok of a fake baby convention.
Oh, yeah.
There is someone standing in the lobby, and the caption says, "We stayed at a hotel that had a baby convention. They were all fake babies." What?
Yeah.
It is a bunch of grown people, men and women, and they're standing around in a hotel lobby holding babies. Some are holding babies' hands that are standing up because they're like fake 5-year-olds. One guy is sitting at a table with a fake looking 3-year-old baby sitting in a stroller next to him while he's eating.
Yeah, and they look so real, except for the fact that they're not moving around when they're holding them.
There's a woman standing up with a fake baby with its back to the camera, talking to a woman holding a fake baby. They're both holding a fake baby in their left arm like you would hold a real baby. And from the back, I thought, oh, at least there must be somebody with a real baby trying to get some information. Nope. She turns around, that baby's fake too.
Yeah.
It's an entire hotel. It's a convention for people who carry fake babies around.
Yeah. It's nuts. Well, I shouldn't even say that because after looking through the comments, people explain why people carry these dolls around. And you feel bad for kind of mocking them because they said, some people can't have babies, so they get these fake babies and that they treat them like their own children. And you should just be kind to people. And it was like, okay, yeah, but I mean, you can't ignore that it's something to look at.
I wish you had mentioned that before I just said what I said, because now I do scroll down and read I hadn't read any of the messages yet. It's like, there's probably.
Well, you didn't say anything bad about it.
I don't know. It just kind of.
It is shocking to see.
It is shocking to see.
That's all you said, but
somebody said there's a lot of trauma in that room. Okay, maybe so.
But it's still a hotel lobby with adults carrying around fake children.
Hundreds of people, like several hundred people.
At the very least, you don't see that every day.
Nope, you don't.
And there's a ton of them, and it's a convention for this thing.
If you see that, are you leaving the hotel? You say,
No,
I can't stay here.
No.
Okay, Rob.
No, I'm not freaked out.
Rob, if you see that, are you leaving the hotel?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm still staying there.
There's some sort of voodoo witchcraft going on there. I'm not in it. I am not about it.
I knew Rob would be weirded out by that. Some voodoo witchcraft going on.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
I just gave Riggins a nonverbal hand signal going back on the air, and I realized he has no idea what I was trying to say.
What?
We're going to do another edition of One Right Answer here.
Okay.
So this game honestly got a little sidetracked earlier as we got off into Take Me Rob's future personal life. So if you missed that, just download the podcast and go back and listen to it later. So one right answer. Riggins has the questions. The only right answer is if you agree with him or not as to the answer. So go ahead.
Who is more irrelevant, Ellen or Joe Biden?
Ellen is more irrelevant.
Ellen, because Joe Biden is still the president of the United States at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
Which show member is least likely to embrace new ideas?
Least likely to embrace new ideas. I'm going to go take D-Rob.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Ace. I don't have a good reason though.
It is a toss-up between Ace and Rob, but Ace is the least likely to embrace new ideas.
In what way?
And it's close.
In what way? How am I not an embracer of new ideas?
You don't like advice, really. You're not really open to advice, which is fine. I'm not looking to give you advice.
Incorrect. If I ask people for advice, I want to hear what they have to say. If I say, hey, can you give me some advice on this thing?
Do you do
what
that?
Do you think? Yeah.
Do you?
As long as it's not stupid.
Yeah. As long as it's what I want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
not an embracer. Apparently, I'm not an embracer of new ideas.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Which is better, hot dogs or hamburgers?
I don't know. Both of those are new to me, and I don't know much about them.
Well, sorry.
Which is better overall? Hamburgers are better.
Yeah, that is the correct answer.
But there are moments where the hot dog is like the perfect thing. Like nothing would be better than a hot dog.
Oh, at a cookout day, you just get one of each?
But yes, exactly, Rob. But a hamburger is better. Yes.
That's the correct answer.
I could eat a hamburger every single day. It wouldn't bother me in the least.
I mean, it would hurt my heart, but it would be... Yeah. I'd love it.
Is Britney Spears the greatest pop star of all time?
No.
No,
she is not. That is the correct answer. But she's one of the greatest, not the greatest.
Top 10.
Yeah.
I say
no. I don't know Britney Spears. I'd have to think about it. I don't know if she's in my top 10 greatest pop stars of all time. I'd have to think about it. Go ahead.
Which show member is most likely to secretly record themselves in the act without telling the other person?
Well, that's going to be me.
Yeah. And it's not because I think you would actually do that. I think it's because you would just do it in general. You're recording it. Like I don't think anybody else here would record it.
Have done it.
Both of them. So he would do it. He's most likely to do the recording, but also most likely to secretly do it and not tell the other person.
I think it's just because that he would actually do it in the first place. Yeah. Is that he's the de facto.
It's on my phone. You want to see it?
No.
This is Ace and Friends.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
Something just came up a second ago when we were playing One Right Answer. Top 10 greatest pop stars of all time. Now, I don't know how you're going to define do you make a difference between pop star, rock star? Are we counting people in bands? They have to be solo artists.
Yeah, got to be solo.
Okay, got to be solo.
And they can't be a rock star.
All right, so
it's a pop star.
So pop star. Okay, so let's knock out a couple. I'll give you. You got to top 10 all time. You've got to include Michael Jackson and Prince.
Whitney Houston.
So there's two.
Prince is rock though, isn't he?
Prince is everything.
I
think you got to count Prince as a pop star. He can do everything.
Okay.
So you had who? Paul McCartney. Not Paul McCartney. Prince, Michael Jackson,
Whitney Houston,
Celine Dion. No.
What?
Not Celine Dion is not one of the greatest pop stars of all time.
Okay, she's one of the greatest.
She's an incredible
right,
singer, but she's not one of the greatest pop stars of all time.
I put Mariah Carey in there.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4.
I'm going Britney Spears.
Definitely Britney Spears.
Hang on, wait on Britney for a minute.
Christina Aguilera.
No. Oh, I'd put Britney in over Christina Aguilera.
I don't know that I would, but I like them both.
But you got to go back though. There are Madonna.
Madonna's
makes 5.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I'm trying to work backwards. Like, who was a pop star in the 70s that might? And I'm not familiar. I don't really know. Just like if you're saying greatest of all time, even say greatest of all time since the 80s. So we've got 5 so far that we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm trying to work through it, chronologically. But you're up to that period where it would be like it would be a Britney, a Christina Aguilera.
Justin Bieber broke all kinds of records.
There was such an explosion that Britney was involved at the beginning of that, bringing that back, bringing pop music back. I'll give you Britney Spears, one of the greatest pop stars of all time, still relevant and could still make big dollars today.
Yeah. I'd take Prince out though.
I think I would too.
I love him. He's not a pop star.
I think you include Prince in everything. Because
he was country star of all time.
Greatest author.
Other than country, no. But I say he could do everything. But he had so much success on the pop chart. That's what it's based on.
I do think it's Taylor Swift has to be in your top 10. Right?
Taylor Swift has to be in your top 10 now. That's fair. So we managed to come up with what, 7? Mm-hmm. There's still a few more left.
Are there?
We have to do some research. Hang on a second.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Toccato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
So I had a couple of minutes here to do some digging. We forgot a couple of names in our discussion of the greatest pop stars of all time. So again, has to be a solo artist, and not not a rock star. It's a pop star.
Yeah.
So success on the pop chart. So we had Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we forgot a couple names. Elton John.
Not a pop star.
Get out of here.
He is very rock oriented.
No, he is. Elton John made his name writing ballads that were huge pop hits. Elvis Presley.
He's the king of rock.
King of rock and roll.
But they only had one chart at the time. He was huge. He's like that was popular culture. It was the most popular thing in the world. You can't be the biggest artist in the world and not be a pop star.
I don't count him.
I don't either.
How do you not count Elvis Presley as one of the biggest pop stars ever? Billy Joel?
No, not a pop star.
He's a rock and roll. Now, here's some people that I think we did leave off the list.
Okay.
Someone like Rihanna, potentially. She's,
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe Justin Timberlake.
Maybe.
I'll take Justin Timberlake before Rihanna any day of the week in this scenario.
I'm a big fan of Bruno Mars, but I don't know if I'd put him in the top 10.
Oof. Not a pop star. Pop music, not a pop star.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
What does that mean? Pop music, not a pop star.
I don't think his songs are good, but I don't know that he's the reason that they're good. I think they were just really, really good songs that he happened to be a part of.
Yeah.
He wrote those songs. Okay. Bruno Mars is involved in writing all of his music.
Okay.
You calm down, Ace. I don't know what you're so fired up about.
Some of the logic here is just beyond me. I can't have a conversation with you.
Relax. You just
we're breaking his brain today.
I know.
That makes no sense to me. I think the songs that he wrote are good, but not because of him. Well, he wrote them and performed them.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay.
Usher.
No.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Maybe.
I think maybe. Yeah. You have to at least consider her.
Mm-hmm.
Pink.
No.
I don't think so either.
Okay. You don't put Pink as one of the greatest pop stars of all time?
She just she's popular because she flies around in the sky on her car.
I think that is really selling Pink a little bit short there, Rob. That's not the only reason she's popular.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
A little piece of good news here. If you think your dating life could not get any worse right now, we're here to let you know, thanks to this lady's TikTok, it absolutely can.
I do want to remind you that if you feel like you're stuck in your dating life or no one likes you or everyone sucks or you're making terrible decisions, I, at 31 business years old, fell in love with a gay autistic man at the rehab I went to for mental health issues, and he killed himself 2 months later. Thank you.
Oh, what? She was 31. She fell in love with a gay autistic man at the rehab that she went to, and 2 months after she fell in love with him, he killed himself.
There's so many things to take in there.
Yeah. Were there signs?
It can't be her fault.
No. No.
I mean, what are the odds that you fall in love with somebody and that person turns out to not even like your gender?
Yeah. That's tough.
And then it goes one step further. It's like, it's bad enough I'm in love with this person. It'd be like me being in love in a rehab, being in love with my wife, Amanda, and she didn't even like guys. Man, I got to see this person every day, and I feel terrible about that. And then she decides to kill herself.
Yeah.
I have so many questions about that.
Yeah, I mean,
it does.
There's a lot to unpack there.
It does make you stop for a minute and go, you know what, I'm going to get over this.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you're like, I can recover. This is going to be good. I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, just because you got ghosted.
Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
No, I think that story will put your dating life into perspective for you. Because that's bad. That's really bad. Hopefully she made it out of the rehab from whatever she was rehabbing from, clean and sober. And
Well, she looks great. That helps
Yeah.
at all. She looks like she's very healthy and happy, and she's
Yeah.
an attractive lady. So
Thank God, because that's a horrible
she
story.
did, you know.
This is Ace and Friends.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
Is it wrong? I saw this the other day, and we talked about it briefly, but I didn't ask y'all what you thought. Is it wrong if you have kids and say you're at a Starbucks? You say, hey, can I get a pup cup for my dog? And they give you a pup cup for your dog, and then you walk outside and give that pup cup to your kids, and so you get them a little free treat because they don't charge you for the pup cup. Is that wrong?
Yeah, that seems dishonest.
It does. Now, Starbucks has said they don't care. They're cool with it. Yeah, which just kind of diffused the situation a little bit. But there were people that were complaining, like, hey, people without dogs are getting the free pup cup and they're giving it to their kids.
Is it a pup cup is just whipped cream, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if Starbucks says they're okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I agree. Starbucks even said, hey, you don't have, you just ask for the little thing of whipped cream for your kids, you'll be totally fine.
Okay.
But let's say they didn't say that.
If they didn't say it.
Is it wrong?
Yes.
To kind of, anytime there's a lie in the transaction, well, just like when I used to go when I was 5 and I went to the drag races with my dad. I'm sorry, I had just turned 6. I went to the drag races with my dad, and he said he's 5 because 5 and under was like $2, and 6 and up was 5. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm 6. He was like, oh yeah, you just had a birthday.
Thanks a lot.
I don't remember, driving away. He was like, hey, if I say you're 6, I mean, if I say you're 5, you're 5. Be quiet. Okay, sorry about that. That's not right. That is not the way you should conduct yourself.
No, it is not.
So it's not okay to lie just to get something free for your kids.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Unless the company's okay with the lie and you're just doing it to make sure that nobody's like calling you out on it. Like for Starbucks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but again, Starbucks has said, we don't care. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
just ask for the whipped cream. We'll give it to you.
But
no big deal. Give it to your kids right in front of us. No longer, we don't care.
I think that there might be some Starbucks employees that if you asked for it for your kids, they go no. They'd say no.
Because they just hate kids.
Yeah, well, they're probably just like, that's not what we give these for. Thank you. Bye.
Well, now they can't, but before this they could.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ice cream place that we go to all the time that will get a pup cup. We don't go there all the time, but whenever we go there, Amanda will always make sure, can we get a pup cup to take to our dog? Mm-hmm. And they never ask. Sure, no problem. They always just drop a little bit in there.
Let's see the dog. Where's the dog?
Yeah, where is he at?
We're headed home. The dog is at the house. Do you mind? They're like, no, we don't care. This is crap. Yeah,
but I love Starbucks. They're like, this is not at the hill on which, it's fine.
It's whipped cream.
We're not going to fight this one.
We're going to scoop it out of however they do it and throw it in there and keep it moving. We don't even care.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Ace and Friends.
Okay, Ricky, do you have more questions for one right answer? Yep. Riggins has the questions. The only correct answer is an answer that matches what Riggins believes to be the right answer. We call it one right answer.
Yes. Is 78 degrees the correct temperature to set your thermostat at during the summer?
Well, for your own personal well-being, or what the law says? What the not the law, the electric company says? Yeah.
No, the most comfortable temperature.
No. It seems a little warm for my taste. Like, but I'm okay with it in the 70s, trying to save money, like 72, 73, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is queso the best?
Wait, hang on. We didn't get Rob's answer on that one.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear the question.
Is 78 the correct temperature to set your...
Never, for anything. I don't care when you're about to say. No.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Remember, Rob sleeps with the air conditioning wide open under a ceiling fan and a fan blowing on his face at night under a 30-pound weighted blanket. So he believes the temperature to be somewhere around 62 to 61 degrees.
62 is as low as my portable AC unit will go, and that is where I keep it.
It's got to be cooler than that with all the fans.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Is queso the best dip out there?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
It's very tough.
I'm going to say no.
You're correct.
Because it's not as vulnerable is the word. Versatile. It's not as versatile as some other dips.
Delicious. No one's arguing if it's delicious or not.
I do love a French onion dip.
Sure, there's a lot of great dips.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not. It lacks some versatility that other dips might have.
Yeah. Will Ace get another vasectomy reversal?
No.
I feel like the reason for this question is so that I will say yes.
Yeah, the answer is absolutely not.
No, there is a right answer to all these. Rob, what do you say?
I say yes.
Rob, you're incorrect. He is not going to get a reversal again.
Yeah. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't afford that right now.
Which show member is most likely hiding a sexually transmitted disease?
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, well, I would say you, Riggins.
Yeah, I would too. But it's not nothing.
Because Amanda and I've been together now for over 7 years or whatever, and Rob and Meredith have been together for 9 years. So you're the
bringing
only
home different ladies every day.
Yeah. We don't know what you got going on with your friends that come over and eat Chinese food with you.
You're correct, although I don't have a sexually transmitted disease.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
This is Ace and Friends.
Okay, take D-Rob. Quickly, give me your favorite thing from today's Ace and Friends program.
Oh, I liked ranking things medal worthy. That was good.
Oh, okay. You enjoyed that more than I did.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked it too.
What was your favorite?
I don't know. You were on fire today. Seeing you get all bent out of shape about one of those questions that I asked.
It was the pop.
It's the thing about what's a pop star, what's not a pop star, and that person doesn't count as a pop star because they're like Elvis is not a pop star. It was I just don't understand the philosophy. You can't find any common ground to have a discussion with y'all on some of these things sometimes.
Well, that's why you have the discussion. You talk about the pros and cons of all these people being on the list.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And you're so quick to shut things down, which is why I said you're not open to new ideas. You're so quick to say, that's not true.
I have opinions about things.
Yeah, we all do.
Sometimes.
But you got to be open to hearing other people's opinions
I heard your opinion and decided it was incorrect.
That's why we fired up.
I listened. My favorite thing is always one right answer. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. My favorite thing today was just from, because we do a radio show, and I know that on the radio, the best thing today was people were aghast at hearing Rob discuss the future of his relationship. That
sticky situation.
He's more likely to be separated into. They're not married, but to be broken up in 2 years than married in 2 years because of the dog. It's a tough one.
But he doesn't. He's not uncomfortable talking about that.
No,
so
not at all.
I don't think it's a touchy subject for him for some reason. He seems to be totally comfortable with it.
It's much touchier for everybody else than it is for us. I think it bothers you and me more than it bothers him.
Yeah.
But I've always applauded Rob. He says, here's the deal. Here's how I feel. Here's the thing. You never know. Like, I don't think Meredith and Rob's relationship, Meredith never has to wonder, wonder what Rob thinks about this. Because he just answers you straight up.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually a very good thing. Rob, agree or disagree?
You know, it is what it is.
He's easy breezy.
Yeah. Huh. So Rob may be single tomorrow for all we know.
Could happen.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.